Workplace attendance policy suggestions. Employee attendance impacts business efficiency and productivity. When employees are absent or tardy, especially regularly, they negatively impact coworkers and the company's performance. Because of this, it is important for employers to discipline employees when they are absent or tardy, especially when they do not provide prior notice. However, employers disciplining employees for attendance issues without giving them prior notice about the company's rules exposes the business to discrimination lawsuits. For this reason, it is important for employers to create, publish, and enforce an attendance policy. Here, we will provide some possible sections businesses may want to include in their attendance policy. Section 1. When it's time to work, employees are expected to be at their stations, ready to perform their duties when their shifts begin. Employees are expected to work the entire time they're on the clock up until their meal and/or rest breaks, and until the end of their shift. The manager or department supervisor is responsible for establishing the start times and work schedules based on business and production needs. Employees must talk to the department supervisor about any question related to their work schedules. Section 3. If an employee has been absent from their position for 3 or more days without approval from their supervisor or manager, this can be viewed as job abandonment, and the employee will be let go from the position with the assumption they have quit voluntarily. Section 4. If an employee leaves work repeatedly for the same medical reasons, or if the medical absence exceeds 3 days or longer, the company has the right to request a doctor's note. Section 5. All absences by employees will be deemed covered by the related policy if they provide notice to their manager or supervisor in a suitable manner, i.e. calling in and providing advancement notice. Section 6. The company will discipline employees who are excessively tardy, 3 or more instances of showing up late for work during a single month. An employee can be terminated for excessive tardiness. Section 7. If an employee gives late notice, fails to call in, does not alert their manager or supervisor to an absence that could have been predicted, or if they exceed the number of absences allowed under a policy, they are in direct violation of company policy and can be subject to disciplinary action. This action can merely be corrective, or, if the offense is severe enough, the employee can be terminated. Section 8. The company understands that employees will occasionally miss work or come in late during holidays due to medical leave, funerals, jury service, vacations, personal leave, and more. Employees will not be paid for time off work unless otherwise stated in the company policy. Section 9. 2 or more unexcused absences during a single month are considered excessive according to company policy, and the employee in question will face corrective disciplinary actions. Employees who are excessively absent can be terminated. Section 10. Employees must obtain approval from their supervisors before they leave work early. When considering approval, considerations such as staffing needs and the urgency of the employee's situation will be taken into consideration. No one can control emergencies, but generally speaking, employees should not leave work early more than once per month or 5 instances during the year. Section 11. If a non-exempt employee reports to work late, their pay will be reduced for the amount of time that was missed. Section 12. It is the responsibility of the personnel records clerk to alert supervisors when an employee exceeds the policy and guidelines concerning lateness and absence. Section 13. If an employee is late or fails to show up when they have been scheduled to work, that individual is responsible for reporting the reason for their tardiness absence to the company. When calling off, an employee must call their supervisor or another superior who is responsible for handling tardiness and absence. If an employee cannot reach the proper parties, it is their responsibility to reach out to the Human Resource Department. Employees must call in at least 1 hour before they're scheduled to start working.